Okay, I really wanted to get this message out. I don't think Bungie is ever going to fix this, but I just feel like it should be said. This video, I actually did a voiceover. I tried to do one yesterday, and it wouldn't let me upload, so this is actually a re-recording of the voiceover because it didn't let me save. So this video is technically a day outdated, where like some of my stuff has changed a little bit. I now have the Iron Wreath instead of that stupid sidearm. Anyways, but I really want to get this message out. So as you probably saw by the title splash screen, because I'm able to see splash screen before I do it, because I watch the gameplay live as I do the voiceover. So I can see myself, heading towards that little tree there, getting towards that thing there, turning to the right. And but I really wanted to share that Infuse is a crap system. Excuse me. And I want to share why. So anyways, you see me with the Hacksaw. Well, this is at the time that this was made, I think this is actually one of my best weapons. Only beat by my Ayeth Luna, which has now been beat by a Last Extremity I got. So, but the reason this sucks is because it makes me feel limited on, what I can use and what I can't use in terms of weapons and armor. It really isn't too much of a problem for armor, because I made a plan to deck myself out completely in New Monarchy gear, because I don't know. But for weapons especially, it's a problem. You see, I don't know any of you out there, but I know for one thing, I like collecting my exotics and legendaries for different purposes. Like, I had Bad Juju for the first part of Crota's End, and then I used Red Death for the fight against Crota. Sometimes the Gjallarhorn, but I mainly went with Red Death for that part. And then I used Thorn. Yes, I know, I was one of those people. And then last word to try to get better at it in PvP. But I would also use Thorn and PvE, so I could try to level it up, blah blah blah, etc. etc. But now, I have stuff like the Ace of Spades, and I've got Boolean Gemini, Hawkmoon, Monte Carlo, etc. I've got all of those. I've got all kinds of amazing exotics, but I feel limited to weapons like the Sleeper Simulant, as you see here on screen, because of Infuse. Because my Sleeper Simulant has the highest attack value in my heavies, and it basically lets me get the highest possible light value I can. Whereas if I used my other weapons and my Boolean Gemini, and it gets me a lower score because of Infuse. It does not make sense. I feel limited because I want to keep my light as high as possible. So it's just not a good system, and I would really like Bungie to fix it ASAP, but I know they're not going to fix it until either the next DLC or Year 3 to come around. And I'm mostly hoping for something like the next DLC, just so I can, kind of shorten the time, or really, really soon, so I can only deal with this for only a little bit more longer instead of trying to wait an entire whole year for it to pass. And we get the old system, because I liked it better when all the legendaries and exotics had a set cap and they always went up to the same attack. It just felt better that way to me, because that way I could use all of my weapons and not feel ashamed about making anything go lower, because I couldn't. So I'm hoping there's some people out there with me who absolutely hate the Infuse system and want it gone for good, never to return. If it was in another game, I would have been okay with it, because if it was maybe if it was on the game from the start, I might have been okay with it. But then again, I probably would have wanted them to fix it later on in next year. So I really don't like Infuse. I mean, I was accustomed to Year 1's leveling system, and I just feel like that was better. So pretty much that's all I am gonna say, but so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again on another video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.